Is that working now? Hello, welcome to the stream. Bit of a delay with some issues, but I am Lee17, the host and stream today. Chucked in at the last minute to be here, so let's see how this goes then. I don't know if the mic quality will be bad or anything. Currently have everyone out on an outlap for this Q3 session. Sorry if we missed Q1, it's just some technical issues, but hopefully they're all sorted now and we can get going with no further interruptions, which will be quite nice since it's my first time doing this. Watching John Cullen here on an outlap in the Williams. So we've got a Haas coming to the line of Haynes is here, I think, that's how you pronounce it. Now, I was doing a race round here last night with RSF1, so the track's fresh in the memory, so let's watch Haynes is here, something like that. It's looking quite neat and tidy so far, no invalidations, which is always fun and good. Down to chicane, big break in and hit that apex, which he has done lovely. A very nice exit as well. Been a very tidy lap so far by the Haas driver. Make sure not to spin here when you're going on the throttle. But so far, pretty neat and tidy lap. Coming to the line, and what will the banker lap be in this first lap of Q3? A 1:31.109. Let's see if anyone else can beat that time. Anyone else on a lap? Got Gordo here on a lap. Come to line, used all his ERS, so that's not good. You can't beat it by, oh, that is extremely close. Then we've got Dylan with a 1:32, probably need to go a lot faster than that, and John Cullen with a pretty respectable time as well. Let's see who else. Watch the Alfa Romeo with King Marshmallow. Let's see what they can do. So now got Alex with the fastest lap now, a 1:31.101. Pretty respectable lap time that is. What can King Marshmallow do here though? Looks very neat and tidy so far from what I've seen. Come to the line again, all the ERS used, and it's a 1:31.4. It's not a bad time. Oh, and we have a Williams of John Cullen that is spun. Where's that? Sector 2. He's just dropped it on exit clearly. Now got the Alpine of Pink I think this is an out lap maybe. Not used any ERS, so I'm going to assume that they're going to go for a lap now. Oh no, and Alpine has got into the pits. I don't appear to have anyone else on a lap. Maybe King Marshall's going for a second run because he has used a lot of VRS. And he's gone into the pits. So we've got all 10 of our drivers in the pit lane right now. The lap to beat is by Alex at 1:31.1. Pretty respectable time, I'd say. But we'll be able to hold that. We have a Haas coming out of the pit now of Dylan. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing these names right, as I literally joined the league probably about 3 hours ago as a commentator, so I'm not familiar with everyone here. So just bear with me now. Yeah. It's gone out very early here, so I wonder if we'll be going for 2 laps. You never know if they're fueled for that. And it looks like we will not have anyone else out now, so it's looking like the Haas is the only one out on track. Maybe going for 2 runs, because they will not have enough time after this lap to get back to the pit lane. So potentially 2 runs, but could just be on 1. We are having a McLaren coming out the pits as well. So into turn 1, nice, neat and tidy. Make sure you don't invalidate or hit the curb too much on turn 2 and spin your car out. Looking pretty neat and tidy so far. Yes, we have a lot more drivers coming out of the pits now. That is 3 out on, it's 4 cars out on track right now. Now the Haas coming down to the chicane, we'll have a nice tidy line through there, so you get the good exit speeds. It looked like a pretty decent chicane as well. Now coming into sector 3, flat out here. Probably not that hard to spin it here. You want to tap the throttle going through here. This is looking like a pretty tidy lap time by the Haas driver so far, but no purple sectors coming up on my screen yet, so coming across the final corner now, down to the line. What will this lap be? Can he beat Alex? Only up to P6. Now let's watch some other drivers behind who is out on a lap. So you have the first McLaren coming along the start finish straight. And we're on board with the McLaren here. Pretty tidy so far. Open the DRS. We have a yellow flag ahead, but I think that is for traffic, so let's hope that it doesn't affect the McLaren too much. Make sure to not get too greedy on the throttle here, because you might spin out. Hoping that the Aston Martin doesn't impede the lap here, but it looks to have given the McLaren a very nice slipstream down this final straight. And what this lap, can he beat Alex? He can't, he's only up to P4 with a 1:31.2. Is he going for it again? Though we'll have a look at some other people on laps. Oh, Gordo beats it with a 1:31 flat. Well, not flat, but a 1:31.0. An amazing lap by the other McLaren driver. Is there anyone else? We have John on a lap. But I think it's the Alfa Romeo here of Alex that we need to be watching. See if he can beat Gordo. And Alex has disconnected, it looks like. I wonder what will happen here. Then they have an Aston Martin. Penguin the Alpine has beaten Gordo and Alex's time. A 1:30.8. First driver here to get in the 1:30s. But now we're going to have to look at the other Alfa Romeo of King Marshmallow. Can he dismantle Pink off that pole position? Coming to the line now, and it's going to be a 1:31.2. I don't think we have anyone else in lap. We have the Aston Martin, only improves up to P6. I think that's everyone over the line. We have the Mercedes of Fast Scope coming up to the line now, and that for P9. That is everyone done. So there is your grid for this race. We have the Alpine on pole of Pink, and the McLaren in second of Gordo, and your third place is Alex, who seemed to have disconnected during his lap. So that's a bit unfortunate there. Yeah, it's just me on comms tonight. I'm lonely, but yeah. There will be a lot of slip-ups from me because it's my first time, so sorry on my end, but as long as there's a stream to watch, then that's all that matters, isn't it? So the Alpine of pink will lead us off the line for this formation lap, followed by the McLaren, Alfa Romeo, the Haas, another Alfa Romeo, then an Aston Martin, then a McLaren, another Haas, Mercedes, and the Williams. That is your top 10. And in 11th we have the other Alpine, 12th the Alfa Tauri, 13th the Aston Martin, and 14th the other Alfa Tauri. And then we have a Ferrari in 15th, that is. And then followed by both Ferraris, 15th and 16th. Mercedes 17th. A Red Bull of Liam and another Williams. And the grid rounded off by a Red Bull. Again, I have no idea how to pronounce people's names here. So, yeah. Just bear with that. We have the Alpine who is starting on the mediums, and the McLaren is on the hards. Alex does not seem to have rejoined this, he's an AI. 4th place, and the Haas is on the hards. Let's just get ready. So there's your tyres. So it's quite a mix actually, it's all medium and hards. No one risking any gamble here. Maybe people are waiting for a late safety car to hop onto the softs. It's a pretty spread out formation lap, but yeah, 27 laps of France. We have the Alfa Romeo of Alex, who appears to be ghosted, so he might be an AI. Connection issues there maybe. As we look to have everyone lined up on the grid. So we'll go to the front two. And Alex has left the session again. We can't see the lights, which is lovely. Okay then, Alex seems to have had a brilliant start. And he's up to P1, but so far Pink has held off Gordo, and we've got a severe collision, and we've got a crash at the back. Oh dear. Oh, okay. Carnage has happened, but Pink is leading the way in the Alpine, which is always great to see. Not a safety car, which is pretty good considering turn 1's quite narrow and tight, and it's quite flowing. But Pink is leading the way pretty comfortably here, followed by the McLaren, who's under pressure from the Aston Martin. Is the Aston thinking of a move? He is. He's not going to go for it though. Further back, we've got King Marshmallow going after the Haas driver. King Marshmallow seems to have the speed over the Haas. Up ahead though, we've still got the Aston Martin and McLaren fighting it out for the second position, but so far Pink is clear by a whole second. We've got the Mercedes of Fast Scope going up with the McLaren. I think there's been a collision further back. And that is, we have John Cullen who is round, but so far no one has boxed. Oh, we have the Aston that's in. Not moving anywhere, nothing. What's happened to turn 1? We have the Alfa Tauri and the Williams going at it, and that's a big send, and it's not going to work out. Could have been a pretty nasty collision there. Everyone seems to avoid everything though, but we have the Haas going at it with the other Alpha Tauri. We have the Ferrari. They're only on 20, they've really 25% ERS left on lap 2. That is not what you want to be doing. Oh, there's contact and the Haas is round. Oh, that is... I don't know what to think of that. Oh, we have a move. The Aston Martin has got the McLaren. But the McLaren is going to fight it back because they have the inside line. Little bit of the track limits there, but it seems to be okay. And the Aston seems to be clear of the McLaren. As we've got Liam in the Red Bull, who has a penalty further back. Who also has a Mercedes as company. As we've got another car round at the back. And it is again, John has had a bit of a spin or a come together. Not been a good race so far for John. Alfie has a penalty for track limits. He's got our Alpha Tauri close for company right behind him. Further up we've got the Mercedes on 10% ERS left, pushing Liam all the way. He's trying to see if they can get this overtake, but they have used the majority of their ERS. So that is it's not ideal on lap 3 of this race. And we have we have Pink round. Pink's round the Alpine is, I think they've spun it, coming off the exit of the chicane. And that gives the Aston Martin the lead. And then followed by the McLaren, we've got King Marshmallow in the Alfa Romeo up to P3. What has John's got a penalty. What has happened to Pink there? I don't know. Been busy watching the battles further back. Got a penalty, another penalty for Liam. The Aston Martin leads us only by 8 tenths, so followed closely by the McLaren. Nice wee battle going on here. The Mercedes got half ERS left. Are they going to make a move? Going down into turn 1, they're too far back. Mercedes are fast scoped, also claims the fastest lap of 1:35. The Alfa Romeo is putting the pressure on the McLaren driver here. We've got a bit of a battle going on further back. It is led by the Alpine of Pink, who was our previous race leader, but had a bit of a hiccup coming out of the chicane. What has happened? Yellow flag. That seems to be going smooth though, so that's fine. As the McLaren is the McLaren is really getting pushed through the corners by King Marshmallow, but right behind Marshmallow is fast scoped to the Mercedes. 33% ERS, 54%, with the McLaren only on 28%. Will King Marshmallow think of making a move on the McLaren driver here? No point risking it there. It's looks like from 12th place down. Oh, there's a big send by Fast Scope there, and the Alfa Romeo has gone off track. That could have been close, but very optimistic dive bomb there. And now we've got Gordo putting the pressure on the Aston Martin ahead. We have the two Ferraris going for it. Up ahead though, we've got what looks to be a 4-car battle for first place, but the Haas driver is quickly following up, and to be honest, it's a bit of a DRS train all the way down to, I'd say, all the way down to 8th place. It's not that close, but it is close enough. And we have the Alpine of Pink coming on the Aston Martin. Are they going to make an overtake into the chicane? They have, and it's a pretty neat and tidy overtake from the Alpine driver. No contact, which is always good. But the Haas has got the good exit compared to Pink. It looks like Pink's got that straight line speed over the Haas. So Pink will keep this position for now. But will the Haas think of sending it up the inside? They do. We've got the inside line here on the Alpine. But Pink managed to hold it on the outside. You're out-racing from these two. And we have Liam round. Oh, and he's round again. Will the McLaren driver think of making a move on the Aston Martin? They're a bit far back. They don't seem to be using any ERS now. We've got the Ferraris. We've got a Ferrari of Alfie in the pits. If that's strategy or front wing. It appears to be a front wing change. What was that back there? We've got the Williams and Haas going for it. And Liam is round again. A race to forget so far for Liam. Back to the front of the field. We've got a 4-way battle for P1. Vasco is catching the Alfa Romeo of King Marshmallow. Is Marshmallow going to go for it into turn in the chicane? Nah, they think better of it. But the Aston Martin is holding off the McLaren pretty well right now. The McLaren is now under pressure from King Marshmallow. Here goes Marshmallow up the inside. And the McLaren of Gordo has been led to concede that position, and Liam has retired in the pit lane. Pretty spread out field, apart from these four up top. And it looks like King Marshmallow is going to now try and pressure the Aston Martin. Anything going on behind? Nothing really happening. The main focus is up here. Are these four drivers going for it? As we have that Red Bull coming out of the pits. It's King Marshmallow. Seems to be putting the pressure. Oh, and he spun it! Marshmallow spun it! Coming out of turn 2. And now Fast Scoped in the Mercedes is up to P3. And the Alpine of Pink is now back up to P4. Good recovery so far from the Alpine. And it seems like the Aston Martin is going to try and pull away from the McLaren, but McLaren needs to worry about the fast scope coming. But the Alpine, not the Alpine, the McLaren seems to have it covered off for the now. McLaren has actually caught up to the Aston Martin 3/10 now. With a bit of a train near the back here. Coming up here. Got 3 cars now in contention for P1. Top 3 all less than a second between them. The McLaren seems to be really pushing the Aston Martin here. The Aston Martin seems to have the better grip coming out the corners on the medium tyres. But now we have Fast Scope putting the pressure, as we now have the Mercedes with a time penalty for warning of track limits. But Gordo, this is an amazing little fight going on here. 11% ERS for the McLaren driver, and 5% for the Aston Martin, so everyone is kind of worn out their ERS already. Seem to have a collision at the back. What's happened at the back here then? Got the Mercedes trying to have pressure. The Williams got back up top. The McLaren is really putting the pressure on as the Aston Martin comes into the pit lane now. As we've got a McLaren in, it's a safety car. I believe that is a safety car. As we have a Mercedes out of the race. So the Aston Martin has made a pretty good call there, and Marshmallow has a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. They'll have to serve that after the safety car goes into the pits. We have the McLaren of Gordon leading this race with the safety car. So this field is going to bunch up all together, and we will go again. Pretty good recovery from Pink so far, considering they spun out on lap, I think it was lap 5 maybe. So pretty decent so far. We have the Alpine of Pink now coming into the pits. So will they be going onto the hard compound tyres here? We have Alfie on the softs for some reason. So a big gamble there. Now the safety car will be in at the end of this lap, so the McLaren will lead us away, followed by the Mercedes and the Haas. And I've had a few gambles here, like this Aston Martin here. Again, I won't get the names right because it's first time being on here, but so I'm just saying the car name. But we had Pike boxing on lap 9 to go into the hard compound tyres, so a gamble from the Alpine there. but I'll focus on the McLaren in front that leads us away after the safety car restart. And Fast Scope seems to have got a good run here, but not as good as the Haas. The Haas on that hard compound tyre over the mediums. Are the mediums starting to wear off now? The Mercedes is going to hang it round the outside. Very tight between, there's a little bit of contact there, but the Haas seems to get that move done. Good racing there. Nothing really going on further back than now, but I can see watching Pink trying to get past the Alpha Tauri here. The speed difference is unbelievable with them fresher hard compound tyres. Anything going up in front. We've got the McLaren here going for the overtake on the Mercedes, back up to third. Both McLarens now in the top three. Further back we've got John making a move on Alex, but again I think Alex is AI. We've got an overtake going here. We have Aston Martin coming through, overtaking Fast Scope. The Mercedes is really falling down the order here. So we've got a brilliant battle going on here. We're on lap 11 out of 27, and we have both McLarens so far in the top three, swiftly followed by the Aston Martin. You have the Alfa Romeo with King Marshmallow in the pits now. You have a bit of a battle going on here. Ferrari going quite wide there. It's getting really pushed off by the Williams. And there's contact. Oh dear! Oh, that is a massive crash there. The Ferrari was left no room whatsoever by the Williams, and I won't be surprised if that's another safety car. That has indeed helped King Marshmallow, but he is stuck behind the safety car. What on earth happened there? We have Alpine with half a front wing here. A lot of time penalties coming down the field here. We have the Haas in the pits now, so it's going to be a McLaren. Is McLaren in the pits as well? Now we're going to have McLaren 1-2 here. Again, both of them yet to pit, so should they possibly have pitted to the mediums under the safety car? That's not my call to make, so I'm not sure how tyre wear is lasting. Got a lot of pits though. So we have a McLaren 1-2. Got the Alpha Tauri up to P4 on them 4-lap old tyres of the mediums. King Marshmallow is quite a bit behind. We're just coming over the start finish straight now, but they will indeed catch up to the safety car by the time it comes in, so no need to worry here. So we have 2 drivers crashed out and 1 retiring in the pit lane. Nothing much happening out of this safety car. Let's see the positions people have gained. A 9-second time penalty for John. So we have the Alpha Tauri up 10 positions, have the Williams up 10 positions as well, and we have Alex who's down 10 positions, 11 positions, back up to 10 now. But I believe Alex has been disconnected as well, but I don't know, most of the time they have been in the AI. 10 positions gained though for the Alpha Tauri. That is a mega drive so far, very respectable so far. Don't know if they're yet to pit though. So the Alpha Tauri, I believe, has stopped. So only people to not stop are the two McLaren drivers. Must be going for a gamble here, the two McLarens. Both on the 13-lap old hard compound tyres. You see King Marshmallow has indeed caught up to the safety car, and Alex has again joined. So let's hope Alex can get back in control of that car and make some overtakes. Safety car is in this lap, so all the McLaren of Gordo's got a very big gap to his teammate here. Lap 14, we've had 2 safety cars already, so everyone is now going to be bunched up and we're going to go another time and hopefully it be all clean. And the McLaren of Gordo has gone, and he seems to have got a bit of a jump on his teammate there. He has got the jump. We've got nothing really going on behind. Here we go with the Haas. Looking for P9. Switch back maybe. The 2 McLarens really going for it up top. Hopefully these drivers are yet to pit though, so we've got Alpine with a time penalty, we've got the McLaren with a time penalty as well. So much time penalties coming in the field, and we've got an overtake. I missed that, we've got 2. Oh my god, I keep going the wrong way, sorry about this. We've got a yellow flag behind him, we've got a Williams round. That's the second time that Williams driver has been round today. We've got, that is not a nice sight to see 2 AI cars in each other, but we're not going to bother on that. I'm going to look at the front 5, and we've got Alex with a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. We've got the Aston Martin and the Ferrari going at it. So tight there. Nothing really going up further ahead. We're going a bit wide here, which is going to let the Aston Martin have a run. But the McLaren seems to have that better straight line speed, so they hold the position. The McLarens are really going to need to hope for another safety car here. so they can at least box onto the new tyres, because if there's not another safety car, it's not looking good for them. We've got the Mercedes with a time penalty at the back of the field. A nice little 3-car battle here. Nothing much happening in these two cars, man. We've got the Alpine and the Aston Martin going for it. Here goes the Aston Martin as the Ferrari kind of cut it off, but he switches it back. Oh no. And Malo's out. Oh, what has happened? There's another safety car. Exactly what the McLarens need. That will help the McLarens out a lot. Safety car has been deployed due to King Marshmallow having a bit of an incident there. I wonder what the Aston Martin will have to say about that incident there. What McLaren's going? Are they going to double stack at McLaren? We've got one in. We've got both McLarens in. Oh, Gordon chooses not to box. So we have our leader coming into the pits to get rid of them old hard compound tyres. Onto the medium tyres for the McLaren driver. Pretty neat stop. We've got a lot of drivers coming into the pit lane. Williams coming in, we've got the Mercedes changing front wing. So now we have the McLaren leading this race, but is yet to box. So will they box this lap, or will they see it out and hope for a really late safety car? It looks like it's going to play in the hands of the Aston Martin behind. And again we have the Alpha Tauri having a very good race so far. We have the Williams of John followed with a 9 seconds time. We've got a lot of time penalties around the back of the fields. We can look at positions gained. We have the Alpha Tauri. We respect it in going up 11 positions. Very respectable drive so far. We have the McLaren in the pits now. What tyres will they go on? Oh, I skipped them. I will never know. We're on the mediums, both McLarens. Gordon to the back of the field, that is not ideal for the McLaren driver. Out front though, we have the Aston Martin led by the Alpha Tauri. Then the Williams follows them. Great race this has been so far. Towards the back of the field here, we have Gordo having to box from first place, but when the safety car came out they were in second place, so in a way that safety car has not really worked out well for them, as their teammates in 12th, so both McLarens from first and second down to 12th and 16th, that is not ideal. Both Haas cars in 6th and 7th. Looking at the standings now, our championship leader, Marshmallow, that is not going to be it's not a very good result. We have a safety car in this lap, so it's a very close fight up front for the standings between Marshmallow, McLaren and the Aston Martin. Marshmallow on 32 points, McLaren on 27th, who sat in second, and our third place driver is the Aston Martin on 121 points, sorry. So a very close battle here now. The Aston Martin has released, and it's a very good restart. Nothing too bad going on behind. Not seen any collisions or any incidents. Let's watch the man in the second place in the championship right now. Needing some good points here. But up front, the Aston Martin cruising, but they are quite close to the AlphaTauri behind. Nothing major happening behind here. We have the Alpine of Pink with a very good recovery drive so far. With a yellow flag behind, and we have a Williams round. We have McLaren looking for a move here on scoped. It's going to be a pretty easy overtake, I'd say there. Just superior straight line speed. We have an Alpine going quite wide there. But these three up front are going for it. Gordo with a time penalty in P13, fighting his way through the AI cars. But up front, a little battle going on here. Obviously John Cullen with what I believe is a 9-second time penalty. Yes. And the AlphaTauri quite close to the Aston Martin here. 4 tenths between them. Behind doesn't seem to be anything that close. But perhaps quite close behind here. And then behind them is the Alpine of Pink. And that is lovely. Well, let me just fix these technical things. Just trying to get this sorted again. Sorry about this. I said there'd be some technical issues on my first streams, and I obviously jinxed it. We are just waiting for an invite back to the game. We'll just be getting the invite now, so. And there's the invite back to the game. So we'll see if this will work. I hope it works anyway. Hopefully we haven't missed too much. So I apologise for that. That is my bad. It's my first time streaming. So there are going to be a few issues. So should be back for the final couple laps. Yeah, only 2 laps left, but we have the Alpha Tauri in the lead now. Nothing much has really changed. So I've got John in the pits. We have Pink And the Alpine up to P3 now. Very good recovery, considering they were P1 and spun near the back of the field. But these two in front are in a league of their own. Lap 26, the penultimate lap here. And I really can only apologise for the 7 laps we missed. We got so close, almost a full race done. But that's what it is. So we are back now. And we need to get our everything back up. Which we have 16% ERS left for the... Oh, we have the Aston Martin taking the lead for the race off that AlphaTauri driver. Very good overtake, a nice little dive bomb there. Very good overtake. Going into the chicane. And just, yeah. 12 positions for this AlphaTauri driver, by the way. This is a brilliant result. Brilliant race as well. I know they were leading the race not that long ago, but again, from where was it? Whatever position it was, I'm not good at math. It's still a respectable drive with 12 positions gained. It does look like the Aston Martin is going to pull away. It seems like the AlphaTauri is saving ERS to have a last attack on this main straight. So we are on the final lap of this race. We have the Aston Martin in the lead here as we've got nothing really going on behind. So we are going to stay focused on these two. AlphaTauri is really going to want to use all the ERS along this back straight, and they deploy it now. Using all the ERS, all the DRS possible. It doesn't look like they're going to get the move done unless they go for a big send here, which they don't, because that would be a bit stupid to go for it there. But you think on the medium tyres the grip would be a bit more. I think though that the tyres are a bit old. 18 lap old mediums, they will be done in. We've got a yellow flag behind, we've got a McLaren round. Not ideal for the championship, as we do have King Marshall. There's a bit of a track limits there, but no penalties. But from what it looks like, it is going to be this man to take the win. Looking like a very, very decent drive today. Very good drive today by this Aston Martin driver. And they come across the line to win the French Grand Prix. In second place we have the AlphaTauri with 12 positions gained. Brilliant drive from them today. And we've got the Alpine of Pink who crosses the line. Brilliant recovery from that Alpine. Well done to them. Followed by the Aston Martin. Very good drive by them as well. I do have to say, that was a very, very good race. Brilliant drive from the Aston Martin. And again another brilliant drive from the AlphaTauri as well. That's the race done. We have Alex coming across the line, who's still the AI. We've got the McLaren, who has spun it at the final corner. Not the best race for the McLarens today, although Gordo is up to P6. So, yeah, okay. That was a brilliant race, and the Aston Martin deserved the win. And the AlphaTauri had a brilliant drive. I know we did miss the final 5 laps maybe, but that is my fault, I'm sorry for that. But very good race today, very much enjoyed it. And we have the Aston Martin who wins. Very respectable drive, like I've already said, and a brilliant recovery from Pink as well. So well done to our podium sitters. Sorry about that, Jack. I just was showing the podium because I've got nothing else better to do. And that is the final order for today's race. I don't know what happens now because it's my first time, but I'm just going to assume that that is that done. Tell me otherwise if there's anything else we do. But yeah, I've been Wee Biscuits. This has been Tier 5 around France. A very good race. And we have the Aston Martin who wins the race.